WGEM Sports.
This opportunity doesn't come along often, but the handball Pirate volleyball team was playing for the district championship at home tonight. The Pirates enjoyed a very impressive win over North Point on Saturday, and tonight hosted St. Charles Lutheran for a chance at the district title. They were going to have success above the net to win this one. Courtney Locke drives the ball through the block to get Hannibal going. The Pirates looking to pick up their 21st win of the year, but St. Charles Lutheran controlled most of the match. Hannibal kept battling Amelia Bates with the block, and Hannibal's only two seniors on the roster, so the future is bright. Abby Martin right there with the spike. But Hannibal lost game one 25-19. Lutheran has 6 seniors, and that experience paid off here. Brooke Keel gets the point, and the Crusaders end the Pirates season. The final in 3 games, 25-19, 25-15, 25-12. Hannibal wasn't the only volleyball team in postseason play tonight. Across the river in Illinois, the IHSA state volleyball playoffs ramped up today as well. Good crowd at Macomb High School to cheer on the Bombers. In set number 1, Macomb wastes no time getting on the board. Kelly Ladd showing off her hops as she records the block. Her defensive presence was felt all night long. This time, she's joined by Jack Adair as the two send that ball packing over the net. Beardstown couldn't get anything going offensively, and they would Macomb in 2 sets. Bombers will advance to the semifinals. More action from the Class 2A regional up in Macomb. West Hancock taking on Knoxville. Set number 2, Titans feed Brianna Peterson up the middle. She fires one through the block for the point. More from the red and black. This time, Jaden Houston picks up the ace as she finds the back line for the Titans. West Hancock was close to knocking Knoxville out of the tournament in just 2 sets. But ultimately, Knoxville would come back, and the Blue Bullets would end the West Hancock season in 3. In Augusta at the Class 1A sectional regional, Camp Point was without Lauren Miller for the quarterfinals as they took on Brown County. Hornets came out ready to play. They go to their star player, Ashley Markert, and she obliterates this ball on the other side. Panthers would bounce back in this one. They set up Annabelle Fessler on the outside. She picks up her first kill of the evening. She wasn't done either as CPC rode the hot hand in set number 1. Both sides battle hard in this one, but when it's all over, Brown County gets the win in 3 sets and keeps their season alive. Another postseason action. Pittsfield gets by North Mac and 2, and up in Iowa, HTC gets the victory over Burlington Notre Dame in 4 sets. They'll advance to the regional title game on Wednesday night.